Okay, so in this part of the lesson, we're going to talk about pseudo classes and elements. So let's look at pseudo classes. Pseudo classes are a way to style an element based on a change to its state, such as a rollover or hover effect. A way to when you click the element, it becomes in focus like this here, and then now you can read it. Also links. So you can see a visited link. So when you roll over, it becomes pink. When you select it, it becomes blue. And when you select it, after it's selected, then it turns to a green. And you can kind of see the code over here as it's written. And it starts off, the visited link is green, the unvisited was red, and the hover is pink. And when you're clicking on it, it is blue. So here we can see the syntax of the pseudo class, so down here our element A, that will be our selector, the visited link, or the visited, the hover, and the active, those are all our pseudo class. And then what we're changing, which would be the color, changing the color, and then the value, which is whatever color it is, the hot pink and the blue and the green. Okay, so the next thing we'll look at is the pseudo element. And the pseudo element is used to style specific parts of an element, such as the first letter or line of an element, and also inserting content before or after the content of an element. Here we can see the syntax. So here on our first line here, it shows the P, our paragraph element. So that is our selector. And this colon first line, that will be our pseudo element. And then we have our properties that we're changing, and then the value. So our color would be the color, and then the font variant, the small caps. And here we can see the first line and how it's done. And you can just see this first line here is red. If we wanted to change the color to green, and then that will change that first line to green, this first line of our text right here. And then you also have the before pseudo element, and this kind of shows us, let's take a look over here. So this is our before, our declaration here, and we're going to add a smiley to our content before. So our before is going to go before our H1. So our H1 is here and here before our paragraph text, and then you can see how that works, and it adds the smiley before the headline. And that's pseudo classes and elements.